Welcome back. As you know, I am Eli, the computer guy, here for your daily dose of the roars as I scream about the stupid stuff going on in the world of technology in order to fund the Silicon Dojo, authority-less, gatekeeperless, free to end-user, hands-on technology education that empowers you to do what it is you want to do in Durham, North Carolina. We have many classes coming up. If you're interested in attending an in-person class, take a look at the schedule at silicondojo.com. If you want to support free to the end-user technology education, there is a donor box link down below. And with that, let's get into the AI idiocy. It's a song that has no end. It goes on and on, my friend, because this is 2025. This is 2025. Don't worry. 2026 will be worse. It'll be worse. So I think this is kind of interesting to take a look at and basically be considering for a lot of us in the tech world. This is coming from OpenAI itself. OpenAI and Foxconn collaborate to strengthen U.S. manufacturing across the across the AI supply chain. So basically, OpenAI and Foxconn are getting together to enlarge the circle of corporations that are trying to defraud the American public. Right? There are all of these corporations, they're already making so much money off of the AI fraud. OpenAI is like, we really think Foxconn should be involved too. What I think is kind of interesting about this, as we've been talking about before in other videos, is basically the access to basic components in the technology world, RAM, platter hard drives of all things, flash storage, all those types of things. Basically, AI is gobbling up all of that basic hardware. I talked about this recently with Dell. It looks like Dell may only get 40% of the RAM that they ordered. Dell. I'm not talking about your local computer repair shop. I'm talking about Dell. Right? And that is literally how much hardware this whole AI idiocy is consuming. So not only is AI going to consume all of the electricity, not only is AI going to consume the water, but it's also, the basic things. If you want to do anything else, if you need an Active Directory server, if you need a MySQL server, I don't know, if you want to create a little robot vehicle, right? All of a sudden, AI is making this crap harder too. And what's curious here with OpenAI and Foxconn getting together is I think what this is going to do is going to start skewing essentially what gets manufactured, what gets built, right? Sam Altman has come out. He says he wants to spend $1.4 trillion in CapEx expenses, basically expenses on hardware, that type of thing. And so if they go to a company like Foxconn and they put $100 billion on the table and they say, we will take all the AI products you're willing to produce, right, in a capitalist system, guess what Foxconn is going to produce? They're going to produce more AI crap in order to continue the great AI fraud that we have going on. And so the curious thing here is basically what this will do to skew the technology, the hardware that's available to other technology projects. And so it's something to be very concerned about. This is where I've been talking about, right? If you were a fan of somebody like Louis Rossmann, the whole idea of right to repair, the whole idea that we are going to need to push out refresh cycles and things simply because the access to components is going to become more and more difficult, right? Basically, as hardware became cheaper and cheaper, a lot of hardware, we simply replace it instead of repair it anymore. Now, as it becomes harder to get access to equipment, it might be time to go back to that whole repair thing. And so that's an important thing to be thinking about. If you're a CIO, a CTO, any kind of decision maker in a technology organization, is thinking about how do you actually service equipment in this world. Today, this is from OpenAI, we're announcing a collaboration with Foxconn focused on design work and U.S. manufacturing readiness for the next generation of AI infrastructure hardware. As part of this, OpenAI will share insight into emerging hardware needs across the AI industry to help inform Foxconn's design and development efforts for hardware to be manufactured at Foxconn's U.S. facilities. So the idea is, hey, why build desktop computers? Why build laptops? Why build that kind of stuff when you can build AI hardware? Right? Why do you want to sell stuff onesie twosie? Why do you want to sell commodity products when we'll come in with $100 billion check and basically buy everything that you can produce? While this initial agreement does not include purchase commitments or financial obligations, there's no commitments here, but right? OpenAI will have early access to evaluate these systems and an option to purchase them. As AI capabilities continue to advance, so has the need for a new class of physical infrastructure that is purpose-built for the demands of advanced models. And that's going to be a very interesting thing with a lot of this technology hardware coming out, right? We have come from about 30 years of generalized computing, right? You get a Windows computer, you get an x86 computer, an Intel-based computer, right? You can use it as a desktop system, you can use it as a server, you can use it as a voice over IP system, you can use it as a file server, you can use it for any number of things. One of the interesting things coming from this AI world that actually does make sense, it does actually make sense from an architecture standpoint, is more and more equipment that's task specific. The only thing this does is inference. Right? Well, the curious thing is at the end of the day, when it goes through its refresh cycle, will anybody need that kind of thing? And then also too, to be thinking about how that skews the manufacturing, what does get built and what doesn't get built. By combining OpenAI's insight into the needs of today's and future models with Foxconn's manufacturing expertise, the companies will work together to strengthen domestic supply chains across the U.S. and accelerate the deployment of advanced AI systems. Building this infrastructure in the U.S. is essential to strengthening supply chains and supporting continued American leadership in AI. Because for whatever reason, this is like the most important thing. Again, under the Democrats, under the Republicans, AI, housing, fuck off. Healthcare, fuck off. Food, fuck off. Education, fuck off. Retirement plans, fuck off. I was just reading this article today and it was talking about elder care. We actually have a family member having to deal with elder care right now. And basically how much worse elder care is now than it was 20 years ago, and how much worse it's going to continue to be. It's just going to keep getting worse. And that's one of the things to be thinking about with this AI, right? Instead of investing in things like elder care, we're making sure we're padding Sam Altman's pockets. What is most important in this world is that Jensen Huang gets another $1 trillion in valuation, not that our old people, will actually be taken care of in the whole 9 yards. Anyways, this new initiative will focus on 3 core efforts: designing for multiple generations of data center hardware. So this is probably interesting. Again, with this whole AI thing, as I've said before, we are in the infancy, right? There's the idea that this is a mature stack. This is actually a very immature stack. So actually designing hardware based off of generations, looking forward to what the hardware should look like 5 years from now, again, that actually makes sense. If you support this fraud, then that's a logical way to go. Strengthening and simplifying the U.S. AI supply chain. I can't snark about that one way or the other. Look, if we can strengthen and simplify any of our supply chains, spaghetti monster bless. May the spaghetti monster be with you if you do anything to support our supply chains. Build critical AI data center components in the US. This is curious. Again, if you believe in AI, this is great. If you're like me and don't believe so much in AI, this is kind of that interesting question of, is this skewing what is being produced to basically produce crap that most people actually are not going to need at the end of the day. Quote, the infrastructure behind advanced AI is a generational opportunity to reindustrialize America, said Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI. Quote, this partnership is a step toward ensuring the core technologies of the AI era are built here. We believe this work will strengthen U.S. leadership and help ensure the benefits of AI are widely shared. Sure. Everybody in America will be able to get their ChatGPT erotica. I mean, you do realize that when we used to talk about AI, when we talked about AI 10, 15 years ago, right? It was about curing cancer. It was about so many things. And now you look at what AI is actually being used for. You're like, yeah, that sounds about right. Erotica. So anyways, this is just another thing going on. I think it's curious just because now it's bringing in Foxconn, right? We've seen this whole little circle jerk that's been occurring for a while now, with NVIDIA and OpenAI and Anthropic and Microsoft and Oracle of all companies and Google. They've been doing their thing. So now it's interesting that they're trying to expand it. They're trying to expand this out even further to bring in now hardware vendors like Foxconn. So we'll see how this goes. We see where this goes, and we'll see how bad everything will be when it goes boom, because it's going to go boom. We don't need this. Like I think that's like when I talk about this whole AI dip crappery, like it just so reminds me of VR. right? Everybody was, we were specifically told by everybody, everybody's gonna want VR. Nobody wanted VR, right? Blockchain is the future. No, it just wasn't. Right? And we've seen these cycles, and the bros come out and they just mansplain this shit to you, even when you just want to have a fucking beer and relax after a day, anyways. But the thing is, like people really aren't jumping on board. As we've seen, Microsoft is forcing Microsoft employees to use AI. Right? They are literally forcing their employees to use AI, and if they don't use AI, they will get marked down in their performance reviews. Does that really sound like a set of products that are valuable for employees? Right? Meta in 2026 is going to start requiring that their employees use AI regardless of whether or not they want to use it. Does that sound like a product? Look, when BlackBerries came out, every motherfucker wanted a BlackBerry, right? Again, I was in the enterprise world when we had BlackBerries, and like the executives and the high-level managers got their BlackBerry. But I can tell you, every motherfucker wanted a BlackBerry, right? The fucking warehouse workers wanted BlackBerries, the secretaries wanted BlackBerries, I wanted a BlackBerry. You saw a BlackBerry, you're like, give me BlackBerry, right? Everybody wanted that, right? When broadband came out, everybody wanted broadband. When iPhones came out, everybody, well, they wanted the iPhone, they did not want AT&T. Let's not sugarcoat AT&T back in 2008, 2009. They wanted the iPhone, they didn't want AT&T. But anyways, they still wanted the iPhone, right? For all of these generations of technology that were really that revolutionary, everybody wanted it. When you look at artificial intelligence, most people don't give two shits. When I look at AI, when I look at the public's actual adoption of artificial intelligence, I'm telling you, it looks a hell of a lot more like virtual reality than it does laptops or smartphones or broadband. Right? And to basically be thinking that we're talking about trillions of dollars of investment into something that has the attraction of fucking VR. But anyways, that's just what I'm screaming about. Look, I use AI every day. Whenever you watch one of my videos, look, I get a fucking thumbnail. I pay $20 a month. It's a thumbnail generator. Great. Again, coding problems. Don't get me wrong. Like for coding problems, it works great. But again, how valuable is that? Anyways, so what are your thoughts? Put them down below. If you like these videos, give us a thumbs up. If you hate these videos, give us a thumbs down. Call me amazing, call me a dumbass. Just be a real Lutnick and put a strong American comment down there. Do you remember I do these videos in order to fund a Silicon Dojo, authoritative, gatekeeperless, free, the end-user, hands-on technology education that empowers you to do whatever the hell it is you want to do, where we actually teach you how to build things with artificial intelligence so that maybe you can build something that's valuable for your organization so they keep you around through the layoffs. Anyways, if you're interested, these are in-person classes. There is a schedule at silicondojo.com. If you want to support what I'm doing, there is a donor box link down below. And with that, see y'all later.